Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Got it. Ready?
Throwing right away is Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Let's go now.
Daniels looking to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Commander's first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw is Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Mustang 19.
Now Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
Come on, come on.
A give to Robinson on the option. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll try to run the option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Here's Daniels. flush to his right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Seibert's kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 34.
Go ahead.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Quan Martin there on the tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Getting this quickly to Berrios. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, get set. 32 Stinger. Set.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Zach Ertz has it complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Daniels. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 29 yards. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Commanders 10, Dolphins 7. Austin Seibert set to
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught inside the 15. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This one left side caught by Barrios. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Turbo 1. Ready, set.
Touchdown Dolphins. Braxton Berrios as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Got a man. It's Berrios, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Tackle there by Saran Neal out of Jacksonville State. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 5.
Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. Off the play fake, Daniels sliding out of the pocket, and he'll just get rid of it.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go. Ready.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Unlock Lions. Unlock Lions. 79 Broncos. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try